All right.
All right, guys. Guess what? It's Let Your Light Shine. We got Steve-O. We've got
here.
Las Vegas and beyond, and we are doing the Henderson Hangout
Interview
style. A little different
Interview
today.
style.
Interview edition.
Sorry, it's okay.
I said it wrong. The whole thing is different. The way we said it, our ambiance. The Henderson Hangout is right behind us, but it's a little cold and windy.
It's chilly out there.
Little Alan doesn't want to be.
I'm already wearing a sweatshirt.
He's
I'm
cold.
cold.
But he also had a good point. The audio would be horrible.
Yeah, with all that wind, it would not be good.
Yeah, and it was gusty today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this Henderson Hangout today. But we've got a backup plan. We're in here with the background being the lights. So hope this works out for you guys.
Amen.
But we are going to start with your questions that you guys submitted to me for Alan over here.
Yep.
So, are you ready, Alan?
I am. And thank you for having me at your, what do they call it? The early bird edition for us older people.
Oh, yeah. You got
Remember that
banquet
banquet?
So
go to the early bird dinner. Yeah. Well, it's only 4 in the afternoon because I go to bed early.
The Kmart blue plate special.
Blue plate special. There you go.
All right. So, first question is from Penny Marmar. When did he, as in Alan, meet the Mark, Ted, and Joe? How did that crowd start? A little backstory. How did you move to Las Vegas from California? Work, personal?
Oh,
geez.
Okay. Wow.
I can read,
so we're going to leave.
Yeah,
we'll be back
you
in
guys have
15 minutes.
So see us. All right, so how'd you meet the gang?
Okay, let's start with that.
Yeah, let's start with Mark. So the VCC, as they're called, which is Ted, Mark, and Joe, actually started before I got there. And I started watching some of their videos. I think I found Ted's first, then Mark, and they were at Park MGM 2019, Christmas time. And it was hilarious. I mean, there's these guys running around, taking pictures on the sleighs. So I think I commented, and then Mark and I started commenting on each other's videos. And it wasn't until they started to reopen the Strip and Fremont Street that Mark and I actually met up. Oh. So I met Mark first.
Yeah, I get the feeling that had happened sooner.
It seems like you guys have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's the way it seems anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I met Mark then, and then Mark didn't have enough time. I think he had something going on. And then after the George Floyd protests, Mark, Joe, and I met up. So that's when the three of us started hanging out. And then I think I had a vlog at the end of June is when I first met Ted. So June of 2020 was when I first met Ted. Yeah. And that was the first time meeting Ted. So they've been around, though. Like I said, they're the core 3 of VCC, of the adopted son.
That's cool, though.
And then California?
Yeah, why did you move from California?
Evil stepchild. Or
Maybe they, you know what, they probably needed someone older in the group.
Okay.
A father figure.
They needed a father. Yeah, because I think Ted is 16 years younger than me. I think he's 16 years younger than I am.
Did we ever figure out which one of us was older? I don't remember.
I'm October of 62.
Okay, yeah, I'm older.
Okay.
Damn.
You're all feeling better about it.
That means I'll be 59 this year.
I gotta sit up straighter now.
Okay, so why did you move to Vegas from California? Was it work or personal?
It was personal. It was personal, and I don't mind sharing. I left my job? No. I was removed from my job. Let's just leave it at that. In 2017, everything happens for a reason. My dad got really sick. He moved in with us in 2016. And the timing could have been more perfect. My dad was 88, almost 89 when he passed. But I got to spend 2 years with my dad, taking care of him. You know, why put him in a nursing home? So I got to spend 2 years. And then after that, my son decided he wanted to go to college. So we said, well, what's in California? Dad's not here. My girlfriend's from Pennsylvania. So we said, well, let's move. And my son applied to UNLV, got accepted. And my girlfriend loves Vegas. We always come. We always came a few times a year. We even have a timeshare here. And I didn't buy it from what's his name? I won't. He who shall not be named. And so we decided, why not just move? So we sold everything in California and our other properties and bought in Henderson.
Cool.
And I love Henderson.
All right, so do we.
Yep.
All right, next question. JL. He says, how did you learn all that awesome editing? And then he was asking about how you guys all met up. So you already answered the second question, but all that awesome editing, Alan.
So I didn't start editing videos until 2017 when I got let go of my work. I did real estate photography for a friend of mine, did drone photography or drone video for his houses, and that's when I started to learn how to edit. So I've only been editing truly for about 2 years before I started my channel, and it's a painful process. But I'll tell you, my dad was a photographer as a hobbyist, but he always told me, son, don't be a photographer, you won't make any money.
Yeah.
Get into computers, and that was the best advice a father could ever give his son. So he said, with the money you make from your job, buy all the cameras you want. So that's my background is photography also.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I try to get some interest.
So he had he enjoyed it as a hobby. You picked it up as a hobby,
Yes.
and then you even liked it so much you thought about going into it.
Yeah, and that's why I tried. If you watch my angles or composition, I try to make it a little different. Not saying I'm always successful, but it always tries to use my photography background. So
Very cool.
Thank you for the question, JL.
Next is from Monica's Jackpot. What was your motivation to start a YouTube channel, and what are some of your future goals with this channel?
My motivation was my girlfriend said, I'm not going to carry you this whole time. So that's
Okay.
That's pretty good motivation.
Yeah, oh, it is. She said,
You
I'll
wanna
give
eat?
She said, I will give you 2 years to get 1,000 subs. And I hit 1,000 subs in 10 months, 11 months.
And then you hit up, you're over 2,000. That was
I'm
quick.
almost. I'm close. I'm close. I am
Wow.
1987 as today.
Wow.
So,
Well, just as of today, but I'm sure tomorrow's up.
well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But it's weird. YouTube is a weird animal. You know that. You see these peaks and valleys. You're like, oh, wow, it's blowing up. And all of a sudden. And
I'm
I think
losing people. I got a thumbs down every video.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And you know, the thing that blows me away is I will spend sometimes an inordinate amount of time
Good one.
editing a video, and it'll get 200 views.
Mhm.
And then I'll do Omega Mart, shot on a Pocket 2 little. I mean, it's expensive. It's not expensive, but it's a pricey camera. But still, it's nothing like what you see Joe, Mark, and I and Ted use.
Mhm.
And that one got like it's almost at 7,000 views.
Oh, wow.
And it is like,
Did you have to use that camera for that place? Because
yes. So
professional?
yeah,
No,
so
no
so
fancy
Megamart
stuff.
or Meow Wolf said no cameras with detachable lenses.
Oh.
So you can use a smartphone. I think Michelle asked from Cassie Michelle
Oh, okay.
asked, and as long as the lens doesn't come off your camera, you're good there.
Oh, interesting.
So did I answer all of her question, Monica's Jackpot?
What are your future
Goals.
goals for your channel?
This is going to sound cliche, but I still want to make videos. I'm not looking to be huge by any stretch. And to tell myself that I'm going to live off YouTube, that would be fooling myself. But what I want to do is keep making content that I'm proud of, that people find value in, even in a year from now. I know some of it's kind of trendy, topical stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like
gonna
Chinese
be
New Year.
avoided.
Yeah, Chinese New Year changes every year, but still something that someone can go back and say, oh, well, these are the 5 other things in Vegas I didn't even know about. You know, stuff like that. I know it's hard, places come and go, but I think that's my goal, is to keep making content that people find interesting. And as I said, I don't gamble, I don't drink. So what else can I do? And that's the whole basis
Don't
of the
drink,
channel.
don't smoke.
What do you do? I dance. But I don't
You
drink.
dance is all right. Well, that's
I'm a goody two-shoes.
That's a promise, I think, right there. We'll end it with a dance.
I think
Dance
Chris.
with Steve with Slade Runaway.
That's right. I think Chrissy was quoting Adam Ant's Goody
Yes.
Two Shoes,
Yes.
80s joke.
Okay, gotta love it. Next is from Random Gene.
Oh,
Do you
great
have
guy.
any prior filmmaking experience, or is YouTube a hobby? Which you kind of answered it, but you can.
Yeah, so prior filmmaking, no. Photography, yes. I even, if you're a photographer, I prefer film. Now, since I moved to Vegas, I haven't developed my film, but I used to when I lived in California. In fact, I even had a dark room where I used to make my own prints on an enlarger. But as far as filmmaking, that was something that I always thought I could do because I loved telling stories to my parents when I would be sneaking out of the house. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's still all about good stories.
A good story is a good story.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter where it came from.
And the last question, Seeking Vegas Sunrise. When will part 2 of Binions be released?
Is there, did I see there's, I think I went back and I took out where it says part 1 now.
Oh, okay.
So there will never, I won't say there will never be a part 2. Why I trashed part 2, what inspired me to do the Binions was Ted was doing his stays.
Sleepovers.
Yeah. And I had heard Hotel Apache was haunted. So Ted stayed there.
He took off though. He didn't stay, right?
but he did it so well that you could feel the panic that he literally felt.
I know. I could tell.
And I was going to do something very similar, but more tongue-in-cheek. Mm-hmm. And I watched it. I mean, I even set up my GoPro in the corner, put the green filter so it looked like it was a night camera. And I did time-lapse. And I'll give it away. And what I did is I superimposed myself sleeping, but also like the lights would go on, the lights would go off, the curtains would open and close.
That would have been neat.
A body would. I was sitting in the chair watching myself sleep.
Oh my God! Why did you?
But I watched it and I said, "Oh, that looks like garbage." So that will never see the light of day.
I think it would have been really cool, like uncut.
I had my girlfriend turn on the lights, so I'd be sitting just like this, and all of a sudden I'd be talking, and the lights would go on and off behind me, and I'd do one of these things like. Anyway, start talking to the camera, and it didn't feel authentic, and it didn't feel so.
You just weren't comfortable with it.
So. I wasn't, but I think I still will do a part 2. Binions, if you watch it, I have so much footage. They actually gave me the full tour of even the kitchen, so I think I did use clips of that, like where they were showing how they made the ground beef. They were really, really hospitable. They were great.
That's nice.
Now for
how'd you get hooked up with that?
So that's a very good question. Binions will not let you vlog in their casino at all. If they see you walking in, you are not kicked out, but put that away. Mm-hmm. So I called them and said, my buddy stayed at Hotel Apache, but I want to do a little bit more. I want to really talk about Binions and Hotel Apache. And I'd like to not just vlog my room, because she said you could vlog in your room. I said, but the hallways, I want to get that eerie feel. And she said, well, we really don't do that. And I said, well, I'm going to be down there anyway. Do you have time? And this was, I think she's like, Michelle will kill me, the assistant to the general manager of Binions. And we talked for about 20 minutes, and she said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead, and I will give you the private tour. We'll talk about things that have happened. I'll get people to interview. And we hit it off. And I probably went back and forth 3 to 4 times there.
Wow.
Yeah, getting footage, B-roll, interviewing people. It was a great experience, but that was a time from July 1st till the middle of August 12th, 6 weeks. I didn't do anything else, no vlogs, nothing.
Yes, I remember because
I disappeared
with your crew and you weren't there, and they were saying something about you were doing a project.
Yeah, I disappeared for 6 weeks and I was exhausted.
Oh, you have questions on your phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it's time for our questions.
Steve and I are almost the same age, so our memory span is not what it used to be.
No, it isn't.
Thanks for the vodka in the bottle.
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
no problem. That's how we roll.
You got it.
Box wine and
cheers. Plastic
water
bottle vodka. Awesome.
Oh, no, that's terrible. Okay. Let's see. Well, now what's impressive about what you do personally, but just my little opinion here, is like, I mean, Chrissys Channel is we are very casual. Everything is, your editing is what, maybe we might stop and start again or start over because we'll do something really stupid. Well, I mean, more than really stupid. We usually leave the stupid stuff in, but you, I mean, you put in so much effort, and it really shows. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thank you.
So that's what I want to say about that.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Because somebody that's going to go to a place 4 times, I mean, we'll go once.
I ain't doing this anymore.
I'm not going to open 2 jars. No way. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right. So many of these things are repeats of all these other people, so we're just going to kind of roll through this. But I did have hobbies. So outside of photography, you got anything else that really...
I had expensive hobbies.
Oh, expensive hobbies. Well, that's all right. I mean, like you got into computers, so you could afford to do those things, right?
You know what? That is true. I mean, I have a 14 film camera collection, but that's still part of photography. I have some drones. So I guess some of it's tech-related hobbies because of the computer background. But I also liked, not as much as my brother, but 2 wheels. So I have a Vespa.
I thought I saw you do some kind of vlog where you were on a motorcycle or some sort, and you were going to, I thought, the Hoover Dam or Lake Mead or something.
Yeah, through Lake Mead. It was driving to the beach.
Okay.
Where's the beach? But I also had a motorcycle. Love that. But just Vegas scares me. The drivers.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you.
I sold once we knew
the car insurance will let you know that's not. Yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah, when I started watching the news here, when we were intending on moving here, and kept hearing of all the DUIs. Like in California, DUIs happen usually after last call, 1:30 in the morning, right? Here there is no last call.
Yeah.
So DUIs are happening all the time. So motorcycle, no way, baby.
Yeah.
And then other hobbies. No, I will just say I had expensive hobbies. That's I'll keep it at that.
Okay.
He's hiding. He's like.
I'm just trying to.
He's hiding his blackjack card.
Right. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure. So we told you when Chrissy explained the little story about how she propositioned Nick, but. But she really on accident, and I just want to make sure you guys weren't hurt. That you and your girlfriend weren't hurt by that.
There'll be a link somewhere up here to that video.
Hurt by that. I didn't proposition him as girlfriend with the pineapple.
No.
Oh my god, that whole thing was embarrassing because I was talking to my friend. We joke about the pineapple because the customers at work had got pineapples on their grocery carts, and I'm like, so we always joke about the swingers. And I thought I was talking to her, and I was talking to Nick instead. And I'm like, oh my god, wrong person. Oh.
It was
sorry,
unintentional.
Nick. Very, very sorry.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
This is the way Las Vegas. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, it's
okay. Hey, so what's sports fan? What teams?
Hockey. Golden Knights.
Okay.
Henderson Silver Knights.
Okay.
Go Silver Knights. Got tickets today. They released tickets.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to go to the Orleans and see them. Awesome. Football, New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Used to be a Rams fan until the Rams moved to Anaheim. So that was way back when. Used to be LA, Anaheim. Then basketball has always been the Lakers. Baseball, Dodgers.
Okay.
Pretty bland when it comes to, I'm a LA boy, so everything LA. I mean, I was a LA Kings fan, still am, but I can cheer for the Chargers. Am I a Raiders fan? I was a Raiders fan when they were in Oakland before they moved to LA, and then left LA, went back to Oakland, and then they moved to Vegas. So no, they're a bunch of just fly-by-nights now.
Yeah, well, that's what the Rams did. I was a Rams fan when they came out here the first time. Then they were here for 30, 40 years, and then they went back. Yeah. And now they're back again, but now not nearly.
It doesn't feel the same, does it?
Yeah, and it was cool to see them go as far as they did when they first came out.
Yeah. But they were the Cleveland Rams, and then became the LA Rams.
I don't know.
Trivia, for us sports guys.
Well, I don't know if I'm a sports guy, but I'm really not much of a sports guy. Okay, let's see.
Can I have some wine?
Yeah, I like that.
Box?
Let's see. Okay, so couple more. So, Alan, have you ever been able to stand in the back of a group photo?
Without being blocked? Because I've been behind, yeah.
Okay, so you've been there, but you no one saw you.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
All
definitely
right.
been in the
I'm
back.
sorry, I had to
also
go there. I
laid
couldn't
out
let that roll
that.
back. Okay. And so my last thing, I want to end this with hopefully just thanking you so much for this. But so do you have any big influencers as far as your film work and stuff?
Wow, that's a really good question.
Thank you.
That's a very good question. So if we talk about just in general influencers, I'm going to have to say not YouTube. I would say Martin Scorsese. If you've ever watched any of his movies, his work is phenomenal. He did Aviator, where Leo played Howard Hughes.
Have we seen
Oh
that?
yeah,
I always don't know.
it was a Howard Hughes story.
I might have seen
You've seen part of it.
Okay.
And when I worked for Disney Studios, you guys can fall asleep if you want. I want to say it was 1986. Martin Scorsese was working on The Color of Money with Paul Newman and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And he was on one of the sound stages, and I got to watch some of it. And just his mind on how, I mean, if you ever watch the movie, he actually shows the pool cue coming at the ball right when it's about to hit, he snaps and he cuts from the ball's perspective or the cue's perspective.
And those are things that someone like you would catch where somebody who's not into photography wouldn't even maybe they would, but it's an interesting perspective that
it would.
I think you have to have some kind of appreciation for it. I don't think you would as long as you had some kind of appreciation for it. But
yeah.
If you're just there just for the the $10 to see Tom Cruise or even Paul Newman. So
yeah. But I think it's that kind of just the way he edits, the perspective. And then when it came to YouTube, I think my foray into YouTube has always been from a need to know knowledge. I'm always looking to watch YouTube for knowledge. Don't unsubscribe, but I don't watch it like people. Some people watch it like TV. People will get on and just watch it endlessly, and I'm like, there's plenty of TV shows on the million channels of cable that I don't watch too, but I don't watch YouTube instead of TV or in lieu of TV. So did I skate your question?
No, I'm just trying to sit here trying to make sense of the fact that he watches our stuff to learn something. That's what
a lot of
that's
stuff I do.
Because
what could you possibly learn from our channel?
What not to do?
Yeah, I was going to say There you go. What not to do exactly. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. No, I appreciate the Scorsese things because I'm Chrissy makes fun of me a lot because I watch Turner Classic Movies and watch the old ones, and I like the film noir movies that they put Hitchcock, and some of those old ones, and those old John Stack and some of those movies, and they're always doing something with shadow and light and all these things.
Yeah, Hitchcock is another one that's just he could get suspense going in a movie that. If you shot another way, you wouldn't care, but the way he does it, you just start.
Yeah, it would. With the way he did his shots, you have to appreciate because it wouldn't have been the same story, without him.
Psycho, just the intercuts between the the knife coming in, the shower curtain,
the way those stairs when the camera's going down the stairs,
and is it Martin? I can't remember as he's falling down. Are you talking about the policeman who's falling down the stairs?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the character who played it, but
that's called a dolly zoom. For if you want to be a tech head. Wow, that's a dolly zoom. That's why it looks weird where you see the background coming closer, but yet he doesn't really look like he's getting smaller. Yeah. So.
Or the hallway on The Shining where it
stretches? So what they're doing is they're moving their dolly or their gear back as they're zooming in.
Oh, So
Mark is, sorry, Mark, I gave that away, didn't I? We've all used it, a dolly zoom or a zolly, Joe calls it, but yeah, so you pick up all these great little tricks.
And I do like old movies.
Well, you make fun of me for watching old movies.
Not all the time. I like
What's
them.
old?
I don't even know. It's just
Valley Girl.
It's always on.
Valley Girl's on
the black and white movies, which is fine because I obviously we named her first kid.
Oh yeah, you do like that's true, and
Zuzu?
No.
From It's a Wonderful Life, Zuzu's Petals?
No, it's Lauren Bacall.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like one of my favorites. So I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's true.
Movies?
There are older movies. You're just certain kind of little.
I get a little burned out because I like watching
I watch them all the time, and maybe that's the thing is she's burned out.
And I just like, I gotta put on some Bravo or some Jersey Shore, man.
Yeah.
To learn something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm admitting to
I
that.
think for YouTube, I'll go back real quick. Peter McKinnon is probably my first and foremost vlogger. Yeah, that if he's got something, 90% of the time I will watch his.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah.
Alrighty.
That's it? No more questions?
We
have the last question. The last question expires in May.
Oh no, fruitcake.
Oh shoot,
yeah.
that's right.
Hello. Still have fruitcake.
I'm gonna go get the fruitcake.
Oh yeah.
That's our last question.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No one else has eaten it.
I just want to see it.
Okay.
It's been so long since I've seen a fruitcake.
Oh, you don't have to eat it.
We're gonna cut you a piece. No?
Did you really get fruitcake?
Yeah, I really bought fruitcake at the store back in November.
Yeah, this is for Thanksgiving or a little before.
It's good till May.
And
I will only have a piece
if the rest of us have.
if they have a piece. And
okay,
they have
well, we're not gonna do it.
They have to.
I'm not eating it again.
I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm not gonna fall for that trick where they're like we're all about to take a bite.
I thought we could push it on you because you were willing to do the gum of Vegas Best Ideas. So.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure we could get you to do.
Everyone else, and
yeah, that gum.
And no one will take the fruitcake.
Yeah.
Unless we suffer up and do it too.
I remember this.
I'm sure this isn't the best fruitcake of the world.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's pretty mysterious.
Walnut and what's the other stuff? It looks like a maraschino cherry.
Candies, cherries.
Or there's other candy things too, of different
if
colors.
You can see all that. I don't think you can see it.
I know, I'm so old. Gold. You know, the first ingredient is golden raisins. Usually they say whatever the first ingredient is.
Oh, that's what it is. The raisins are the green, squishy things.
And then enriched flour wheat.
So.
Yeah, no.
But that's kind of amazing that the fruit is actually the first ingredient.
I know. That
usually
it is fruitcake, so I guess it lives up to its potential there.
Yeah,
I
had a girlfriend her dad used to eat this. He would buy it and eat it, and I tried it again with him once, and I just said no. I don't know what.
So you heard it here first. No.
I will eat tacos, lengua, which is tongue, or cabeza, which is head, even sesos, which is brains. I'll eat that over this. That's how dicey it is. Dicey. Well, guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yes, I will have menudo. If it's cleaned right. The way you can tell is on the first bite.
Ew, is that intestines?
Yeah.
Ew, so you could be eating animals'
fecal remains. That's why they have to really rinse it.
Because it's double recycled food in there. Ew, I'm just kidding. That's gross.
I mean, animals don't.
It blows my mind how that's a hangover cure.
Well, I think if you can eat that, your stomach is cast iron.
Yeah, really.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is our interview with Las Vegas.
And Alan wants to go live now.
Yeah, let's go live. We should. Come on, Chrissy. No. Let's do live. Just for 50.
Well, you can. When this is released, you'll find out, or you'll find out after it's released whether we went live or not, or before we went live.
Yeah.
Or whenever the time frame, how that works out. I guess we would go now, so we'd be live, so you find out.
I said we go live just for 15 minutes.
So
let's try it.
What do you think? Comment down below.
Then you will have to. You know what the good part is?
Don't comment down below. It's way past the live.
You know what the good part is? If we go live, then you don't even have to edit this video. We could just do it all again.
That's true.
And then you're done. Boom.
Boom.
I think I've got. Do I have my phone?
I was gonna say.
I've got my phone, so I could moderate.
Yeah, that's what we need. Well,
what do you think?
The thing is, I mean, do you think anybody's actually going to show up?
It's normally VBI's friends that show up because they tell everybody.
Oh wow, I've got a good connection to Cox Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi is pretty fly for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it must be.
That's the name of it.
Is it really? Is
that
your? Mine says
Cox.
Yeah, mine says Cox Wi-Fi. Let's see. Is there anybody who's live streaming right now?
Well, you guys, we're gonna end this video,
and we'll see what happens.
Look at that guy.
Oh wait!
Oh yes, I know. I thought you had something for me. I'm like, I didn't want to hint or anything, but give me my stuff. No,
I have some goodies. I usually reserve these for my Beyonders, but also people who support me. So I have a Las Vegas and Beyond pin.
Oh, that's very cute. Oh,
Very cool.
It's like cute.
I have a sticker.
But like a little boy version of Alan.
It is a little
Looks
boy
just
version.
like you though. I mean, you do look
like a
kind
little
of
boy.
like a little boy.
In some places, that's a good thing. A sticker.
Thank you.
You
can see that, probably not.
Another pin says, "I'm a Beyonder,"
Yay!
and you can stick it where the sun don't shine. You can put it where you
wherever
like,
you want.
and then your I'm a Beyonder sobriety chip. No, I'm kidding. But it is I'm a Beyonder.
I'd better take that one.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Steve has been a Beyonder for 30 days. Hi, my name is Steve, and I'm a Beyonder. Hi, Steve.
Well, that was
Wow,
very
listen
nice.
to that
Thank
thing.
you.
Wow, pretty cool.
Enjoy, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
All
We'll
right.
see you again.
Thanks for having me.
All right,
You're
so long,
welcome.
guys.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
That's right. Bye.